Good evening, everyone. Come on in. Come on in. I am excited that you are joining us this evening. I'm here with my special guest, Linda Wright-Patrick. So we are excited that you are joining us.
Hello, everyone.
So we know we got people viewing from the Bahamas, of course, Jamaica, Canada, Nigeria, United States. So we're excited. And to all my Facebook fans, Periscope fans, and YouTube fans, good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us as we do another book review.
Awesome. I am just seeing it. Yes, I'm seeing it live on Facebook, so I'm excited. Don't worry. I was trying to make sure I see it. Yes, so invite. Yes, I want the Bahamas to be represented. Definitely represented. I see some people here. Yes, my husband is, of course, on.
Yes. All right. Good evening, Tamika. I see Tamika Mack is watching. Vito Patrick. Great stuff. So excited to have y'all on. All right. I am going to go ahead and introduce Linda. For those of you who do not know her, but she is well known in our community because she is doing some awesome stuff. But Linda Wright-Patrick is an educator who loves working with children and young people. Working for the Lord and his church brings her great joy. Linda's lifelong purpose is to help others achieve their fullest potential and live their best lives daily. Her lifelong ambition is to build orphanages and schools in developing countries around the world. How awesome is that? Born and raised in the 8 Mile Rock community, Linda attended Bartlett Hill Primary and 8 Mile Rock High Schools. She has a Bachelor of Science in Counseling and a Master of Arts in Education, which were obtained from Northern Caribbean University in Mandeville, Jamaica. She also obtained a Bachelor of Education Primary Certification, Special Education from the University of the Bahamas. Linda has lectured at
Tarif, yeah.
college and served as the admissions and recruitment officer of Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute, BTVI. She has taught students at preschool, primary, secondary, and college levels for over 17 years. I cannot believe that. She believes that if our young people have a purpose, a goal, something to look forward to, they will be a powerful, positive force in our nation. Mrs. Patrick is married to the dashing Vito Angelo Patrick, and together they have 3 beautiful children, Victoria Destiny Lane, Vito Angelo Patrick II, and Victory K. Davina. Linda is the co-founder of Unique Couples, a platform designed to help build stronger couples, healthier marriages, and happier homes. Linda can be found engaged in reading, writing, planning, and organizing events, decorating, traveling, baking, and photography. She loves working for the Lord and witnessing the joy of changed lives. Linda Wright-Patrick currently serves as the Children's Ministries Director of the North Bahamas Conference and the Children, Education, Hospitality, and Family Life Ministries leaders with her husband Vito at the 8 Mile Rock Seventh-day Adventist Church. She is Vice President of VLP International and a 6th grade teacher at Holmes Rock Primary School. And does she rock? I had an opportunity to visit her class. She is wonderful. You can find Linda and Vito engaging on their Unique Couples platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube as Unique Couples, and on Instagram as Unique Couples 242, providing daily inspiration for marriages. The Patricks work together as marriage coaches to assist couples in transforming their relationships. Mrs. Patrick says, to put it simply, She loves God, children, teaching and learning, and working for the Lord. Helping couples and families makes the circle complete as one area affects another. Intentionally working on your relationships is a mantra for Linda. Welcome, Linda.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Deborah. I'm all excited, and I just love your platform because it just correlates so much, so well with, what we're doing, impacting lives, couples, and it's just a circle, because when we work with couples, we work with families, marriages, building stronger marriages, the children are affected. They become adults, young adults. They have their own families, and what we do in between that will affect so much other stuff. So I'm all excited about that. Yes, I'm all excited.
Great. And hi, Lynn Colley. Thank you for joining. We're so happy to have you here. You are just in time. So, Linda, I know I said a lot about you, but I'm sure there is something else that you might want to let everybody know about Linda.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot already. But like you said, I really do love working with people. And it just so happens that, before I thought it would have been a set group of people. And it just comes back to, what you're passionate about and what you love. And I'm just so happy that I'm able to kind of marry, like you talk about in your book, marry my passions and, what I'm talented with and, what I enjoy doing with a platform that we're building with Unique Couples. And so I'm all excited about that. I get to work with young people. I get to influence their lives. And as well, I get to relate to parents and families as well. So helping families with their marriages and their being able to have a positive impact on their family situation, on their children is really something, special. It's like, who wouldn't want to go to sleep and be excited and wake up in the morning and be excited when you have all of that happening at once for you? So yes. Anything else about me? Oh, and I have to share this. When we talk about it, when we look at unique couples, and of course, when we look at young men, we need our young men to be strong. And that's why I so love this platform that you have, Deborah. We want our young men to be strong and healthy and vibrant and all of these things. We want them to take up leadership roles. And when we look at what we have done with Unique Couples, this is our 1-year anniversary we're celebrating this month, right? So we are like, you see, one more Unique Couples, one year anniversary, one more marriage save. Of course, that's families. That's our young men. One more marriage save. And then we also look at 1 million couples we want to impact. And hey, that's families we can have an impact on. So I'm all excited about that.
Awesome stuff. And if you have not visited her website and her Unique Couples a Facebook Live that she has every Sunday at 6 p.m. It is excellent. She has some great stuff out there, couples, and you would love it. So you have to check out Unique Couples. And good, I think we have someone else that joined us. Yes, Agnes Copeland. Hello, Agnes. Thank you for tuning in. We're just getting into the meat of all of this. All right, Linda. First question I have for you. Okay, we of course are here to talk about my book, Build Your Best Life. So where did you get your copy from?
Okay. I have my book here too. I have to raise up my book too. My book is here. Can you see it? My book is here. I was all excited. Listen, when I got the book and Beto said it was here, I was all excited to have my copy. So what we did, we're here in the Bahamas, of course. We're in the midst of a pandemic. And so shipping is, was a little challenging. On a normal day, shipping might be, we get it a few days later. But during the pandemic, it was like at one point, everything was shut down, nothing coming in and out. And, eventually the shipping, routes and all that stuff open. But it was just difficult to get. But we ordered our book from Amazon.com. We had it, I think, shipped somewhere in the States. And then we had a good Samaritan, someone who was an essential worker, was able to bring it over for us. And so, of course, all excited since I was able to get my book and be able to read it. And it has, and even though, this is a male platform, young men and stuff, I would recommend it. Females, yeah, everyone needs to get a copy of this. Build Your Best Life, because even though you're not a male, it is such a good book that it applies to everyone else as well. If you're a young lady and you want to know some of the struggles men go through, hey, I want to know how they can overcome it, this is the book for you. If you're a mom and want to help, raise your sons correctly, hey, this is the book. If you're a father and you want to make sure your sons have what you didn't have, it's all in here. So I'm reading it, of course, helping with my son as well. And then just for me personally, just getting the insight. And of course, I shared it. I see Julie is there and Lynn. Thanks for watching, guys. Listen, you have to press the share button. You have to press share, like, share, and invite some more people, because we need everyone to know about this book, Build Your Best Life. I mean, who doesn't want to have their best life now? I definitely want to. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I just run on, but yes, you need to have this book, and I have so much nuggets in here that I truly just focus on and tuned into. Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you very much. All right. So, as you know, my platform comes out of my passion to see young men overcome the obstacles to build their best lives.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what are your thoughts about this? Do you feel that it is something that is needed?
Most definitely. When we look at society today, just so much is going on with our young men. Okay, so much is going on with them. When we look at they're being marginalized, thrown to the corner. We see our young men being stripped of their manhood. They're kind of like womanified. I don't know if that's a word, but hey, put on everything else except for who they were created to be in God's image, right? Not allowed to lead out maybe correctly even in their homes, So platforms like yours, Deborah, is definitely necessary and essential to make sure that our boys become strong, independent, and definitely emotionally available men. We need that for them. And then there's not a lot of avenues for men to be able to express themselves and feel comfortable in that safe space. Okay, and there's knowing that even though they might have come from a disadvantaged background, or maybe not have seen their fathers in as role models in their homes, they could still grow up to be the men that they need to, and be able to provide what their sons need and be able to raise their children up in the correct way. So definitely, your platform is definitely needed, and we definitely need seeing more of it happen, so that we can have a society with balanced individuals. We want our men to be whole, because we want to be strong women next to strong men. We don't want to have a bunch of strong women and then we're questioning whether this man is a man. Okay, we don't need to have that. We need our men to be strong. So definitely, and the book definitely helps with giving our young men, because I think you said it in your book as well, and on a previous conversation, I think it was Douglas. Oh, I can't remember the name right now, but hey, it's better to build strong, build our young men now, right? Than to try to fix broken men.
So, later, right?
Yes, later. So that is definitely important.
All right, great stuff. Hi, Renice. Thank you for tuning in. All right. Now, did you have like a favorite chapter in the book, or maybe a favorite story?
Okay, I actually have both. Okay, so my favorite chapter in the book, when people ask you for your favorite, I'm kind of like, okay, what was your favorite color? I'm like, pink, purple, blue, and I had a list. Like, I couldn't decide on one. Well, this is how the book was for me. And I was like, you know what? When I ask my students for a definite one-word answer, I expect, is it a yes or no or maybe, right? So you expect, answer. So when you said favorite, I was like, could I get away with saying chapter 3 and chapter 4? Like, could I get away with really doing that? But anyway, since you want one, I will give you one, but it was really hard. It was really hard because I was like, okay, it's 3. And then I was like, no, it's 4. And then I was like, no, I love the chapter on.
Well, you can tell us all of them. It doesn't matter.
And then how to avoid crazy mistakes. And I was like, no, making and breaking your reputation. I love that one because our young men need to know that one. I was like, no, it has to be this one. Your Life, chapter 9. But anyway, so I decided on, I finally decided on chapter 3. Chapter 3. And I think even for me, like personally, that's why I said this book can relate to so many other persons, not just young men. Right? Because when I look at chapter 3 says, live the impossible dream. Live the impossible dream. And one of the quotes that I love that you said in here was, remember, not everyone wants to see you fail. You have an entire village who see your potential and want to nurture you to success. And this is, of course, after everyone have told you, no, you can't do it. You have the naysayers. You're not good enough. You'll never be this. You're not worthwhile. You'll never get that degree. You'll be a dropout like the rest of your family. You know, you're mediocre. All of these negative things that people have, young people have, the young men have coming on them. But then when you come in this book and this chapter, I was like, yes, this resonates even with me. Okay, so it's not like, okay, young man. I was able to pick this up and say, yes, this relates to me. Every chapter, every line. And so another thing I love about this chapter, if I may share, this was, I think on page, this is like a closing thought. Yes, on page 26. Listen, you have to get your book to be able to get it. You know, I should be sharing all these nuggets, but you have to get your book. I don't like when people tell me all the story. I like to go in and read it myself. So I will not say a lot. But in this chapter, it says, while others choose to live in the present, focus on your future. Your team is cheering you on. Okay, so it's not just the present. The decisions you make today will affect your future as well. And you have people cheering you on. That is just so good to know for our young men as well. And then even whoever picks up the book, listen, buy it. Christmas is coming up. Buy it, gift it to someone, you know, gift the book to someone. I think everyone needs to have this in their personal library. Okay, it's one of those books that, okay, you can go back to and get some nuggets from. Okay, so I really, really love that. Not everyone wants to see you fail, and people need to realize that someone is there, a friend, a coach, a mentor. Someone is just waiting for you to take the first step, ask, and they're willing to help you. So I love the reminder that that book definitely has in it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, and my story. So my story was, I think this is one with your son. And I even shared it, right? I was even sharing it, like how quickly you can do 99 things correctly. And the minute you do one thing wrong, it's like everything is ruined. I think that was the incident at school, and, you know, he was being bullied and the teacher didn't see the reactions. And then eventually, you know,
right.
Yeah, he just, slipped something out and, you know, being expelled for that. And so all of the track records, reputation. So it's easy to destroy your reputation, whether or not you want it to be destroyed or intended for it to be destroyed, or even if you intentionally did something, it happens. And that's why we have to kind of guard that so carefully. So I really love that story because I'm like, it didn't have to go that way, because people will take disadvantage of you. That happens. But then at the same time, we know that people are cheering you on, and you were able to be there with him and to cheer him on. And he was able to excel even more, to be able to get his associate's degree while in high school. That's really awesome. So even though something bad came out of it, he made something super extra good, special to come out of that negative situation. And I love that story. And yes, so the book is filled with those personal stories. I love stories. So yeah, that is really good. So that was my favorite story and my favorite chapter for now. If you ask me next week, I'll probably say chapter 4. And then another week, I'll say chapter 9. But for today, my favorite chapter is chapter 3.
Awesome. You make
That's
me want to read the book.
Live the Impossible Dream. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that was awesome stuff. All right. Excuse me. So now that response that you just gave made me, if I didn't know anything about the book, I would want to go out and get it and read it because I love to read. But so why should someone want to go out and get this book?
You know, like I said earlier, mothers, if you're raising sons and you're doing it as a single mother, you need to have a copy of this book. Okay. Fathers, you want to help your sons. You want to teach them maybe what you didn't learn, or you want to reinforce what you actually know as a father. They need this book. Young men, if you are, you might have come from a home where you wouldn't have seen all of these things. You don't know about building your best life. You know, you just kind of like everything is like, oh, roll out of bed and whatever happens goes. If that was the type of life you had and you didn't know anything, you want more out of life and you want to build your best life, this is definitely for you. And of course, because I believe we need to have young women next and beside our young men, I would encourage the young ladies to read it as well, because you want to be able to know what you know, the issues men are facing, and definitely how to help and be that support. And then for you personally, personal development, this book will help with that. So I think it's a really good personal development book that everyone could have in their library so that they can build their best life. The principles are in here. The success principles in here, I believe, can be applied across the board. Okay. So mothers, fathers, children, you could gift it. Young ladies, you can use this book. Okay. I don't think it's, I'm sorry, Deborah, but it's not just for young men, okay? It's not just for young men. Young man is created for you, but everyone else around you can benefit, and you'll grow, and everyone else around you will grow as well. So definitely recommend that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely for everyone. And one thing, even though, you know, I have 3 sons and 1 daughter, but in raising those boys, I would even tell like young ladies that were dating my son, don't let him disrespect you. You know, don't do that. So there in the book, I do talk about how young men should treat young ladies, especially dating, opening car doors or whatever. But you don't want a young man that doesn't respect you. And
Definitely.
also, watch a young man how he treats his mother. If he's not nice to his mom, be careful, young ladies. But you need to, you know, you don't ever want anyone that does not respect you, because if they don't respect you today, they're not going to respect you in the future.
That's definitely true. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need our young ladies to definitely be aware of that, because what we would have seen, and, you know, even from personal experience, I know that, you know, some of the things that I would have seen, you know, just in the environment that I was, you know, brought up in and, you know, was around, okay? If I allowed what I saw in that environment to dictate what I accepted from a young man, my life probably would have been a horror story, right? And so it's good, as, you know, for young ladies to know, and, you know, just know their boundaries, know what, you know, who they are, and, you know, develop themselves, so that when a young man isn't stepping up to the plate, that you can know that, hey, no, you need to rewind, go back and get it right. Okay. Like you said, you know, even with chivalry not being dead, what they do on the dating scene, you know, making sure no means no. And you even talk about a lot of that inside this book as well, making sure the young men know, hey, listen, if you're going to fool around, get a young lady pregnant, I really love this one, and then she carries your, and you give the child your name, and then later when you get married, you already gave that junior away. So yeah, when it's time for your next junior, you're gonna have a junior of a junior. So it's simple things like that that really you have to kind of watch out for. And so young ladies, this definitely is for you as well, okay? And gift it to your fiance or boyfriend or whoever. Yeah, I think that will definitely be something good.
Great stuff. Thank you. Now, in the book, I talk about decisions as well. That's another hot topic, and how
Yeah.
they impact your actions. Can you please provide your perspective on this, Linda?
Definitely, definitely. So, I like one of the references you made when you spoke about how Steve Jobs, he made the decision, changed the world. He's an inspiration to everyone not to give up on their dreams. And as young people, just persons in general, we need to know that, hey, your decisions, whatever decision you make, that is of course backed up by some thoughts. It was some thought pattern that you had, your mindset. You thought of some things, and that would affect your decisions, the decisions you make, and the decisions you make impacts your actions. So in order to get your actions right, you have to make the right decisions. And in order to make the right decisions, you have to know where your mind is at. And I believe that just even having a copy of this book, reading it, just get a group of guys, get a group of girls, and kind of go over it, go over the information. You get a mentor, get someone that you can talk to, relate to. But whatever decision you make, that will impact your life. You can decide, okay, I'm going to be lazy. You can decide, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do work. You can decide whatever decision you make. I'm going to focus on my school work. I'm going to make the decision to respect a young lady. If you make a decision not to respect a young lady, all of them lead to consequences based on your thought patterns, based on the decisions you make, which will lead to the actions you take. So make sure your thoughts line up, because it will impact your decisions, which will impact the actions that you take.
Yes, thank you. Good stuff. It's, it's one of those things where sometimes you have to slow down and think before you, make a decision to do something, because you can do something out of anger or without thinking, and it could go, but it goes back to your credibility. You can ruin your credibility, your reputation, your name, because you didn't take that time to stop and think it out. So that's important. All righty.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, we got a lot more people coming in here. Henrietta,
yes, I see. Alta Maria is joining us. Yeah, she is doing mindset on her platform. So definitely, mindset matters. Yes, Lynn is here. Julie is here. Awesome to see all of you. Type in chat. Listen, build your best life. You have to get the book. Hashtag that in the chat. Hashtag build your best life. Okay, put that in the chat now. We definitely need more and more persons. Yes, hello, Renise. I see Renise is listening too. Yes, you can get the book. Oh, I think we need to put, she's going on Amazon now. Deborah,
all right,
to get her copy of the book. Definitely, it will change your life. Listen, old people, young people, in between, teens, and I love the fact, Deborah, that it's simple enough that I can have my teenagers read it. The language is clear. It's concise. They can read it. The stories are amazing, and they could learn from that. So this book kind of like crosses age lines. Okay. And it's not just for men. It's not just for men. Yeah. It's not just for men. Yes.
Great.
Yes. Go ahead. I don't see you guys typing it in. We have to type the name of the book in chat. Definitely. Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. Go on Amazon and get your copy. We got our copy. Had that shipped during the pandemic to make sure that we got our copy of this book, and it has been phenomenal. It's changed, and of course, I'm sharing tidbits with some of the young men and people that I know, and I just relate the stories. But hey, you need to have your own copy. If you're like me, I like to write up in my book and mark and highlight and do all of that. So go ahead and get your book, Build Your Best Life. Awesome.
Yes. Now, to me, she put it in there, Build Your Best Life. Great stuff. And Hello, Dan, Peggy, and Robert. Thank y'all for tuning in. And soon, Anastasia Smith, she will have some copies for you over in the Bahamas. I sent her some books over, so you can have some autographed books in the Bahamas as well.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah. All right. Now, so what are some of the pitfalls you see as you work with students, Linda, such as depression, any discussions on suicide, bullying? What are some of the things you hear from your students?
Well, definitely, I know bullying is something that would definitely impact our young men, and they take it, a little differently than the females do. And the bullying would lead to more of a pressure so that they would think about joining gangs and stuff like that. But many of the issues that we see our young people facing are because they come from broken homes, single parent families, improper upbringing, neglect of parents, lack of communication. There's no outlet for them to express themselves, to say, some of the problems that they're facing. And because of that, a lot of these issues would come up where, they're feeling depressed. Some of them, are just thinking about, suicide. So not having the right environment or trusted persons to talk to or mentors to guide our young people. When we don't have that, we will see more of these kinds of issues occurring. And it's sad because I believe that, like you even said in your book, there are free resources. I mean, this is a free resource. This is a free resource. We're on Facebook Live. It's a free platform. They could come, listen, get the information. We could have our young ladies tagging our young men, letting them know and sending them the video or whatever. This is free content. They can get the information. Information is readily available and people are available to help. So I would just encourage our young people not to let whatever they're facing in that current moment to dictate who or what they'll be or what will happen in their life. Don't just dwell in that situation, in that feeling of depression or just feeling as if no one cares. Reach out and get the help that you need. Reach out and talk to someone. Reach out and talk to a trusted adult. And I love this the story of how you even helped the young man. You related that in the book. So yeah, so there's just so much we can do, and people are doing stuff. Deborah is here, building this platform. Build Your Best Life Now. She wants to impact our young men. She had 3 sons and was able to raise them. Oh geez, raising sons is so different from raising daughters. But anyway, raising sons is something else. So she, was able to do that. And now she's trying to help other people, families, help these young men, those who are in high school, college, different areas. And even with my boys and my students at school, the fact that you were able to talk to them, that even made an impression. So they really, really appreciated that at Holmes Rock Primary.
Great stuff. It was a joy talking with them. But yes, I really, love this platform, and I just want so much to try to get the word out. So as you stated, it's important for parents, grandparents, mentors, pastors, coaches, life coaches, to read as well, so you have the information to provide to them. I've done research and statistics, and I was just baffled by some of the stuff that I read. And, I didn't realize, of our college students, males, 30% of them don't complete their freshman year. They go away to college and it's just too much, So it's whatever we can do to help them. And then society would have us to think, the guys, they don't want to do anything. They just want to be about the thuggish life. They just want to be about the drugs. They want to be on the corner. That is not true. If you look at my website, you can go back and look at all the young men that I celebrated for all the things that they're doing: sports, education, STEM activities that they're, doing. You have young entrepreneurs and everything. So they want to do, but sometimes they don't know how. And they've had so many negative things in their lives. They need someone to reassure them, make sure that they know that they are loved. I mean, if you can just, look at a young man and say, you know what, I've been watching you and I admire the way you carry yourself. Just know that you're loved, young man. You don't know how big of an impact that would have on that person. They just need to know that somebody cares and is willing to help them.
Definitely.
So Linda, I really appreciate everything tonight. This has been wonderful. You have really provided a lot of information. But as we are leaving, are there any other nuggets that you would like to drop to leave for us before you go? And please bring us up to date on what you're doing on your website as well.
Okay. Well, I just love, I went through, read the book, the entire book. And, I said, chapter 3 for now, that's my favorite chapter for now. But, I went through and there were just things that just pop out at me that, that I really wanted to share. And it's all from the book. And it just made, these are like my takeaways. And I just want to leave it with you. Keep learning. Isn't that something that we all can apply? Definitely. Okay. Keep learning. And young man, let your word be your bond. Okay. Let your word be your bond. Integrity takes hard work, but the results are worthwhile. So keep being, just be honest. Make sure that you have integrity. And my fourth one would be keep believing in yourself. Miss Deborah, she just dedicated a whole chapter, I believe. And actually, I see it woven throughout the entire book. Keep believing in yourself. Your thoughts influence your decisions, which determines your actions. So keep believing in yourself. Keep learning. Let your word be your bond. Integrity takes hard work, but the results are definitely worthwhile. Just want to leave those with you. We are... I'm co-founder of Unique Couples with my husband, Wright-Patrick, and we're all excited about the work that we're doing to help families. And if it's just one more marriage that is saved, we are happy with the one more. And we know that there's so many more persons definitely want a healthy and stronger marriage. So you can reach us, you can see us live every week. On Unique Couples Sunday Night Facebook Live. We're on every Sunday, so you can go to our Unique Couples page. We're on Twitter, Instagram. You can find us there as Unique Couples 242 as well. And Twitter, I said YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Yes, you can find us there. And then we have the How to Strengthen Your Marriage Facebook group. You can find us there for more engagement, more insight and tips. Daily inspiration on building your marriage. And then we also have one for those who are not married, how to strengthen your relationship, Unique Couples. You can find us there on Facebook. So we're all excited about 2020. There are how many more days left? 9 or 8 more days left before the end of the year. But your relationship, your marriage can be better. Your family can be better. You can have stronger boys, stronger men. All of it ties in with relationships, with marriage, and with society in general. So we just are so grateful that we're able to, even connect with Deborah to be able to build stronger men, stronger boys, so that, hey, they could have, besides strong wives as well. Okay, so we're all excited about that. Was there anything else? I believe that was it. So we're all excited. Thank you so much, Deborah, and I see Monique just joined us. Yes, Monique, you go ahead and watch the replay and share that with all of the young men. We know she's watching from Turks and Caicos. Yeah, so Turks and Caicos is in the house. They need to show their flags. Yeah, so we're all excited. So keep learning. Even if it's just your marriage. Keep learning, boys. Keep learning, men. Keep learning.
Keep learning. Awesome stuff. Great job. Thank you so much, Linda. And everyone, please visit my platform, Build Your Best Life. And I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, Twitter. And please visit my website, www.buildyourbestlife.org. I have a blog that I drop every Monday. I have a web store where you can get my autographed copy of my book. Makes great gifts because it's a gift that keeps giving, because you can see how much Linda was able to share just from reading the book. So, you know, you learn so much when you read. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in today, and thank Linda so much for taking her time out from her very busy schedule to be on with me and to impart what she has learned from the book. So thank y'all so much. Be blessed. Have a wonderful and safe Christmas. And I want to leave with you as you go on your journey to be the best you. You will run into rough terrain, detours, and distractions. Don't let any of those negative aspects of your journey stop you. Though they may slow you down, keep going to be the best you so that you can build your best life. Thank you. Be blessed and take care.